Okay, man, welcome back to Adventures in Trucking. We're excited to be coming to y'all today. Finally, it's a sunny day here in Georgia. Actually, it was cloudy earlier, but the sun is coming out. So, what we are working on today is we are changing out our hitch. If you guys have been following along, you know that we have a new hitch that we had fabricated. I think I might have done a little short work on what the differences are, how this hitch is custom made for me and my truck. So, we did go to the easy floater. It's still an air ride hitch, like what we have on the truck, but this hitch has a higher capacity than the one that I have. That one on the truck uh, just doesn't have the capacity of this one. So if you look at the size of this head here, you look at the size of the horseshoe, I call it horseshoe with the fifth wheel head, it's much bigger, whereas the other one is about that big around. So this one has grease points on it here. You also got grease points down here. The built-in stop or over travel stop is right here. So when this travels up, it will hit these and keep it from overextending your airbags. If you guys have been with us and you've been following, from the beginning, you'll see where we had to make a chain stop basically from here to here on the old hitch, which basically a limit strap, if you will, like you see on stadium trucks or off-road vehicles, except we use chain. And so basically it's just a bolt that went through here, and using holes that were already on the other hitch, we just put a little section of chain on both sides so that the airbags would not be overextended, because we did overextend those bags and we did pull the airline out of the bag here. Fortunately, we were able to reuse them, but you live and you learn. So these overstop or overstretch bolts are here to keep from overextending that. The modification that they made for us is that they upped this to 3/4 of an inch here. Normally this is 1/2 inch, so normally this would be this thickness right here, or even the thickness of this plate right here. So this bottom plate has been upped by 1/4 of an inch. This one has the forged jaws in it as opposed to cast jaws. And even these uh, pivots right here, or that are onto the hinge, these have been upgraded to 3/4 inch as well. Originally, this hitch, all these components were all 1/2 inch like this. So for our truck on a medium duty setup, we've been increased here, we've been increased here, and this head is typically welded to this plate. But I asked them to fabricate it where I could bolt this to this plate because this is a commercial style head. But when I pull my fifth wheel camper, I need a RV style, which would be double articulated, and it'll pivot side to side and front to back. So I am going to be going back to Hitch Crafters. Shout out to Hitch Crafters in North Carolina. And I will buy another head like this, and it will bolt down like this, but it'll be a double articulating head for when I pull the fifth wheel camper. So that's a accommodation that they made for me. Again, shout out to Hitch Crafters. We appreciate them doing that to us. It's great quality, man. The welds look great. The powder coating job on here looks great. Um, I am excited that these have grease points on them. Essentially, it works the same way. This part up here is all the same as what's on the Trailer Saver hitch. This literally is the same part right here. This release handle here and the catch block here is all the same. The handle is shaped differently. It's curved on this one, whereas on the other hitch is straight out. But so we're getting ready to put this one onto Tia and up our capacity so that everything is matched. Everything across the board is even. The trailer's 40K. The hitch will be increased to take that. So we are basically putting everything to where it's all going to be evenly matched. So that's just kind of something I like to do, even on my receiver hitch on the back of there, or even on the Dodge. If I've got a capacity of 12K or 14K on that receiver, all my drawbars, all of my balls, all of my, all the hitch accessories, everything is just rated at 14K. So no matter which one I grab, I'm always got the max capacity available to me. And I don't have to worry about, oh, this shank is good for 12K and this ball's only good for 5 or 7. So everything is 14K. That's just how I run my stuff, so that I always have maximum capability no matter which one I grab, because I don't have the adjustable style. I have multiple balls, and I use them in this truck, I use them in the dually truck, I use them in the little Colorado pickup truck. So I do need to move them around. So in that respect, one single adjustable one kind of wouldn't work for me. But I don't know, I may pick up one for the Colorado, because I do have to change the height of the ball on that truck a lot depending on which trail I pull with that. So there's that. Getting back to the situation over here, we'll be pulling this trailer saver off. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with this hitch. We don't, we're not discontinuing the use of it because there's anything wrong with it. I'm just upgrading my capacity. So on here we have this red lifting eye, and I got that on Amazon, believe it or not. But it is designed so you can pick up a fifth wheel hitch, with, in this case, a chain. So um, I use this on here to take the fifth wheel hitch off the back of cane, because now that I'm a man of a certain age, I'm not really looking to lift that whole hitch in one piece by myself anymore. I probably could still do it, but I don't have to, because I got that and I got that. So in my more seasoned years, I'm learning to do things smarter. So anyhow, we'll use this to lift this hitch out of this truck like that. And then once we sit this one out, we'll sit the new one back in. The bolt pattern is the same and she'll bolt straight back down. So once we get this off the truck, we'll check back in with you guys. Y'all got me in down here. How far I got? You gotta wrap it around the fork, so I gotta be able to pick straight up. Ow. Damn. It's gonna pull it this way. It's gonna pull it against the back of that box. Slide your chain further out so the chain's going straight over top of the hitch. See what we got. See what we got here. It's not attached, is it? Pull that hose out of there. Should just pull through there. Is it after the T? Yeah, you guess it's just now, yeah? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Should be good. I don't want to stick my hand underneath there. I might need you to get on the bed of the truck and pick up on that end, because it's heavy down on this end. You want me to set it right there for now? Okay, so this is our 1 month review, approximately a month, 1 month review of our new Hitchcrafter air ride hitch. So those of you guys that have been with us for a while, you know that we did have the trailer saver. I want to say it was a TS3. It was rated for 32K air ride hitch on this truck. We did end up changing out for a stronger hitch. This hitch is rated for 34, but it does have forged jaws in it. And the manufacturer of this hitch, which I met personally, he did custom make this hitch for my truck. There's a little bit of difference in this one and the standard one. He did custom make this one for my truck. He says he has no problem, standing behind this hitch at 40K. He's seen guys pull 50 and 55 and 60 on this hitch. I'm not looking to do that kind of weight for sure, but the fact that it's just more robustly built than the other one, the actual length of the platform this way is a smaller footprint, and so it is probably about 8 or 10 inches shorter than the air ride hitch that came out of here, the Trailer Saver brand that came out. Again, this one is built by Hitchcrafters in North Carolina, and Hitchcrafters is just literally right down the street from Kaufman car carriers, like the Kaufman Mini 5, the Kaufman Mini 6, Kaufman Low Pro 3-car trailers. This hitch head, where it differs than other ones that look like this one, is that this top plate right here, which runs basically from here all the way down, all the way back to here, that top plate is 3/4 of an inch thick. Normally this top plate is 1/2 inch thick, same as this material right here. So he did beef it up for me. Just the reason for that was that, I had concerns over it being a little stronger, as well as I wanted to have this fifth wheel head here bolt down onto this plate. So he went to a thicker plate down here. There's nuts welded to the bottom of this plate, so you can just basically tighten these 4 bolts down. You'll be able to loosen them up and take these 4 bolts out and take the hitch head off. The reason I wanted that is because this is a single pivot head, so it only pivots forward and back. It's commercial style. They do have a double pivot style. We will get to that later. We got a little surprise for you. We'll get to that later on that hitch. But the old style, this rod went all the way across, and honestly, this rod that goes through right here, even though it's only maybe 5-6 inches long, I do believe this rod is thicker than what was on the other hitch. And it is 2 separate pieces, so you grease here, grease there. That's the other main part. This hitch has grease joints on it, so there's one here and one on the other side. There's also one you hit behind here, but you hit it from the back there, so that's 4. Gosh, there are 2 more hitches on here. Oh, when you take the 5th wheel or kingpin out, you got 2 grease points on the top of the head here that grease the jaws. So there's 6 grease points on this head, whereas the other hitch just had grease points on this pivot point up here. That's it. The other big difference of this hitch is that the airbags that are in the back, they are 8-inch diameter bags, and this hitch will pick up more weight. Like, this hitch has a vertical load rating of 10,000 pounds, and it only has the 2 airbags on it. The other hitch had a load rating, or vertical load rating, of 7,500 pounds, and it had 3 airbags on it. So I can tell you from using both of those hitches, directly going from one to the other, this hitch rides smoother. I like how this hitch is designed with these 2 bolts that are here. So these 2 bolts right here are your up limit bolts, or your up travel limit bolts. Keeps your hitch head from overextending in the up position, which, as you guys that have been with us for a long time know, we had to add chains to our other hitch, because when you drive onto the back of the trailer, depending on what you have, it can be heavy enough where it would basically springboard the whole trailer and pull those airbag airline fittings loose, which we have had happen to us twice. We didn't have that happen after we added the chain extensions to the side, or limit chains to the side of it. So, like I said, all around, I really like this hitch. It is a better riding hitch. I could tell immediately. Shorty said the same thing. When we first put this hitch on here, he hit out on the road by himself for 2 weeks. He said he could tell right away that this hitch rode better. We actually run less air in this hitch. Like right now, I got about 15,000 on the trailer, and I've only got about 60 pounds of air in these bags. Um, we have had heavier loads on here, 21, 22,000 on the trailer, and still only has to run about 70 to 80 pounds of air in the bags on this setup compared to about 100, 105 on the other hitch. So it takes less air, it lifts more weight, it has a higher capacity. It's just better all around. So kudos to Jason and Hitch Crafters. We believe this to be a superior product. I definitely like it. I don't have anything bad to say about it, right? I don't have anything bad to say about this hitch. I love it. So that's the update on our new hitch 1 month review.